Often they say that don't bargain with the devil, because when the devil asks for its own side of the coin, it will always be bigger than what you negotiated for. Just today, it has been proven that Tinubu bows down for Wike. We can see what is going on in River State, where single-handedly Wike is manipulating the courts under the watch of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Tinubu is silent and quiet about it. Look at today, the High Court said that Tinubu must not give a single penny to the state and even to the local government. You know why? Because Wike want to ensure that Fubara is strangulated. Fubara does not have his own freedom on how he will spend the resources of Rivers State for Rivers people. Wike, who is the current FCT minister, wants to double, he wants to be the double agent, he wants to be the guy who is calling the shot. And then I'm amused, I think I'm confused, I need to ask this, I'm curious, what is that deal that Tinubu and Wike struck? That this bromance, this fraternity that was never there as at 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, even as at early 2023, right, as at 2022, before the election, they were never pals. They were never pals. Wike used to say that Tinubu is a terrible person. Wike used to call Tinubu all sort of names. Tinubu used to call Wike a lousy tout. And then all of a sudden, we can see Wike coming out, bowing, singing the praises of Tinubu. And Wike also getting all his requests on a platter without any form of obstacle. Do not forget, Wike wanted to ensure that the local government election would not hold, but he failed. Now he has gone for the jugular. He has gone for the what? For the bull's eye, which of course is the federal location. Everything that Fubara will work with, Wike has now blocked it. And Nigeria might end into anarchy. Because just some few days ago, some Rivers indigenous citizens and Fubara's people sent a stern warning, even as Sadi Dokubot said, sent a stern warning to Tinubu that if anything happens to their federal location, that not one single drop of crude oil will flow through the pipes. So much discordance, so much problems flying around in the Nigerian society today. Everything happening in one moment. The northern governors are calling Tinubu all manner of names, that they are against the value-added tax bill reform that they want to send. You know, they too, they are lazy, but they just said everything should remain the way it is, whereby we in the South that are drinking alcohol unashamedly, you know, we drink alcohol in the South. Now, they in the North want to do their Sharia, but they are ready to spend the money that belongs to the that is earned from that alcohol. Meanwhile, now Tinubu said, it is where they drink that alcohol, let tax be paid. The northern governors are running helter-skelter, saying that Tinubu is here to finish us, is here to impoverish us. They are trying to mobilize people. And of course, I don't blame the northerners because they are illiterate. I wouldn't be surprised those guys are illiterate. You might just see them start protesting because they don't go to school. This is the agenda of the northern governors, to ensure that their children, you know, their citizens are uneducated, so that they can just whoop them around, swing them to any with just a bread. They just tell them, go this way, they go that way, they go. Right? So let us go back to the issue of Wike and Fubara. For me, both governors, Fubara and former Governor Wike, none of them are innocent. I understand. None of them are innocent. But one thing that I know is, Wike, you have finished your own tenure. Let Fubara face his tenure. If Fubara wants to be appreciating you on a monthly basis, let that be at his own will, not you using whatever federal might that you think you have. Imposing yourself, imposing all manners of restrictions, telling Fubara that nothing will be paid to you. Didn't the same Wike perform so many things that was against the federal government? Was there a time Buhari tried to restrict federal allocation from being paid from him to him? Everything that is happening for Wike to be having his way, the president is allowing it. They try to use the judiciary. The same judiciary was what Eshowore called Wike out for. That Wike has bought all the judges and justices in the old country. That is why you see him. In fact, I was on this on a program sometimes last week where I was saying that why is Wike building houses, buying cars for judges? Why is it that every time Wike is involved in a court case, he never loses? Wike has never lost one single court case in his entire political career. As far as I'm concerned, till 2020, all the court cases Wike embarks upon, he's always coming out victory. There's only one thing that is there, because Wike has found a political solution to compromise these people. You can see that if this Wike guy is allowed to stay there from now to 2027, because we all know that the election come 2027 will be full with so much dispute and discrepancies, and then they will say they want to go to court. The Wike will ensure that the president comes out victorious, because we can see the unimaginable cases this guy keeps winning. He just keeps winning all imaginable cases. He won the case that those state of assembly members that decamped, everybody saw them when they decamped. They left PDP, they decamped into Nnpc. They had a media chat denouncing their membership with PDP. Wike took that case to the court. All of a sudden, the court became blind. And they said that they never decamped. For me, I think even a Wike is even more influential now than even the president. Because I don't know, what is that thing Wike has? What is that secret? It seems Wike has the scrotums of the president in his hand. Because if this man goes unchecked, this man is ready to burn this country. He is ready to bring this country down. Which is excesses. Wike has so much excesses and nobody is ready to talk about it. It is unfortunate that under this president, if you are not a man of impunity, if you are not a man who is ready to break all the rules, you might not succeed. Because what this administration is encouraging everybody to embark upon is impunity, lawlessness, tyranny. Just do as you like. So unfortunate. Thank you.
Northern brothers to actually come to the table and vote for the full restructuring of Nigeria, so that instead of crying that VAT is going to be against them, they will be in charge of collecting VAT and remitting whatever percentage that Nigeria agrees with them, right? So, in fact, this is I like one of our politicians here in the U.S., Rahm Emanuel. Rahm Emanuel says you shouldn't let good crisis go to waste. All right. So this VAT is not a bad crisis; it's actually a good crisis. Our northern brothers should utilize this opportunity and be in charge of their resources. If they feel that they are doing the largest farming in Nigeria and they don't want the fruit of their labor to be shared elsewhere in Nigeria at all, let's restructure Nigeria. Let the states be in charge of their VAT. Let the northern states collect VAT and remit, if it's 1%, that every state is supposed to be remitting to Nigeria. Let them do it. Okay? But this whole crying, oh my God, for 64 years, and in agreement with Citizen Olu, for 64 years, we've been taking oil from the south, throwing it up in the north. Think about it. If you look at what Wike is doing, Wike is benefiting Wike at the forkery of River State. It looks like Fubara again, listening to my brother Citizen Olu, it looks like Fubara might be towing the same line as Wike, but that time can be determined in the future. But as of now, he's the sitting governor who seems to be concentrated in organizing the resources to serve River State people, and Wike is standing in his way. If he uses any heroism to do kineko to stop Wike so that his government can go on to serve Rivers people, it's actually democratic. It's not anti-democratic. All right. So whatever Wike is doing with the APC and federal government and stuff, again, that's self-serving. But we cannot reduce Wike's influence in helping Tinubu win election. We can't reduce that. In fact, the reason why Wike is in Abuja right now is because of the significant role he played in helping to win election. So he has to be paid. And that payment comes in the form of assigning a ministry to him that has a huge jurisdiction that almost looks like a state. Okay, so that is the point. Those are the 2 points I wanted to add.
How can 3 members of the House of Assembly form a quorum to elect a speaker, which did not even happen anywhere? Who now declared this? And this thing has gone to court, up to the Court of Appeal. And the Court of Appeal have said that Martin Samehule is the authentic speaker of the River State House of Assembly. That the governor should go and present his budget to the Martin Samehule led house. What do we see Nigerians do? Nigerians say, like Asenwenga, oh, we did not see it. That Fubara should continue to disobey the court. The same court that affirmed him as the rightful winner of the if a court have said, look, Fubara, or the person that took him to court, Tony Cole of APC that took him to court, if the Supreme Court has said, oh, we hereby said that Fubara is the rightful winner of the house, and Tony Cole say no, this is a rogue judge. No, we are not going to accept this. This judge has been paid. He now entered inside River State House of Assembly, River State Government House. After all, most of you, just because Fubara is doing your bidding by attacking Wike, automatically he's now the governor. The same Fubara that you guys are accusing Wike of rigging into River State House, automatically he's now the governor. And Tony Cole now say, no. The judgment, we do not agree with you. We are not going to accept it. And they now took some thugs, bought some thugs, because I've also say you can use Aboroism now. Use some thugs and then go into River State and say, no, I'm the governor now because that judgment I discount. Just the same way you guys in Obedient and camp, we are urging the military to take over. Because you do not like the fact that Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was elected the president. You say that the military should take over. Just like in Niger Republic, Burkina Faso, and in Mali. You guys were urging the military to take over. You guys were saying that Ashwaju, if the president-elect will be arrested in Ego Square. This is what you guys are calling for. And you guys want to go. So tomorrow now you will go into power and you now be perpetuating illegality. Peter Obi in 2007, when Andrew Ba was elected the governor of Anambra State. Now listen, I'm an Anambra State person. What happened? The courts, that time around, there was no Supreme Court. It was Supreme Court don't even judge governorship case. It was even the appeal court. Now held that Peter Obi has not completed his tenure. That's therefore the election of Andrew Ba as the governor of Anambra State is null and void. Not even supposed. There is not supposed to even be an election. Yaradua, the then President Yaradua asked Andrew Ba to leave Anambra State government house within 24 hours. And he now withdrew all security apparatus accrued to him as a governor immediately and told the Inspector General of Police that henceforth that Andrew Ba's security details should be withdrawn. That Andrew Ba should pack out of Anambra State. That was the statement by Yaradua. And that is rule of law. So what Andrew Ba would have done then is that, oh, I don't accept this appeal court judgment. I will remain as the governor of Anambra State. How disappointing can Nigerians be? You don't like Wike, fine. Like me. And now this is the consistency, because he keep talking about consistency, that people don't have the right. Yes, you don't have the right. When Wike was doing all those things he was doing, I never liked him. I never liked it. Now Fubara is now doing it. I don't like it. That is consistency. You can't hate Wike when he was the governor and he was using executive rascality to do a lot of things. And now you now like Fubara. who is now using the same executive right. I mean, that is inconsistency now. The consistent person is the person. Now, I can even say that, let me even tell you, Igrubi, those people that were supporting Wike when he was using that constitutional rascality and are now supporting Fubara now are the consistent people now. They are the ones that are consistent. They are the consistent people. If I'm supporting executive rascality when Wike was a governor, and now I'm now supporting the executive just like most of the obedient and PDP are doing. Of course, they are the consistent one because they like executive rascality. But you don't like executive rascality perpetuated by Wike, but you want executive rascality perpetuated by Fubara. That is inconsistency. That is hypocrisy. But me, I don't like executive rascality, and it has always remained consistent. Forget about what people are saying. We know where this anger is against Wike is coming from. It doesn't have anything to do with maybe you support Wike or not. The law is there. So come and obey the law. If you think that the judges are being paid or whatever, that is none of my business. You can go and prove it in the court of law. You can go and bring your evidence that they are being paid. Or if you feel that Wike has pocketed the judicial, I mean, that I cannot help you with that. I cannot